Hello, and welcome to another Quick Looks. This is zero parades for dead spies. I wanted to capture the logo there when it came up because it's a cool logo. This is a new game coming out from the developers of Disco Elysium. Depending on the order that I release these demo videos, I may have talked about Disco Elysium already, but Disco Elysium is a game that I think is really cool, but know almost nothing about and have not touched yet. Because, frankly, by all accounts, it seems to be pretty intense and pretty long and a lot to process. And so I have been... oh, that was aggressive. I didn't expect that from just mousing over the settings. It's a lot to take in. I'm gonna turn this down. As usual, I really wish games would not default to 100 on all, but that's normal. Interesting. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and get started. Again, I have not played Disco Elysium. I will play it on my own time. I will almost assuredly not play it on the channel because it is the kind of content that typically I don't think makes for very good Let's Play viewing or even streaming. Please, whatever you do, don't spoil anything about it. Good lord. Okay, what kind of spy are you? Well, I don't know what any of this is, so I'm gonna go off of vibes, and I think this one speaks to me. Oh, we get more information once we click on it. Your cognitive powers make up for your frail body, a big brain in a glass jar. An engineer of the human soul, spiritually vast, mentally undeveloped. You excel in physical conditioning and applied violence, emotions thwart you. Well, my first choice was the one that I would actually go with anyway. So let's see how we do. Analytical, easily bruised, would meet again, human calculator. Okay, so somebody who's physically a 2, socially a 3, and mentally a 4. Okay, raise an action skill to train your body and its impulses. Okay. Faculty of action, faculty of relation, faculty of intellect. Interesting. Okay, so I have 2 points in each. 2 points in each of these, 3 points in each of these, 4 in each of these, because it's my base stat. Okay, so I apologize if I end up posting these out of order or if you haven't watched it, but I'm going to have a video either before or after this on Esoteric Ebb. I made some comparisons between Disco Elysium and that game because it is clearly drawing some influence from that as well. And I had some things to say about how Esoteric Ebb introduces itself to you, its character creation, its player interaction, its stat system, and all that. This immediately feels better to me, and it's not fair to compare 1-to-1, and that's not what I'm trying to do here. All I'm trying to say is this is the exact kind of thing that I'm looking for. Is like, I don't know anything about this system. Esoteric Ebb uses what looks like a derivation of the D&D system. And it is obtuse even to me. This is a system that's completely obtuse to me. I don't know anything about how this works, but it's immediately giving me a good sense of like enough of an explanation of what the framework of the gameplay is, or the framework of the stat selection, that I feel like I can make an informed decision here. Okay. Coordination, different parts of your body acting in concert, agile and fluid movement. Doppelgang, you must do more than a single. When you must do more than a single, you could summon your eternal strength. The uncontrolled aspects of your physicality unleash raw impulses. Perception of the phenomenal world, receive reports from your senses. For any action you'd rather go and detect advanced covert spy techniques. Okay, so this is encompassing both the strength and the dexterity aspects of physicality. This is really interesting. It was reminding me a bit of the White Wolf system, or White Wolf and its associated properties, things like vampire and exalted and that. I like this. I like the White Wolf system, and this immediately speaks to me as well. So, how many points? So we have. Where do our points come from? It's okay. So we've got 3 to spend to boost any number of these. Okay. Reports from your senses. I feel like that's good. Dexterity and maybe. Oh, you gotta hold it. Okay, that could. Oh, no, we get 1 of each. Okay, that's a little. Oops. Okay, well. There was no undo, it would seem. Okay, so this is a little unintuitive. So this is one point per system. I thought this was 3 skill points just for faculty of action. So let's go sensors. Let's see. Blueprints. Your understanding of the city, how people use it. Decipher the surroundings to your advantage. Cold read the room and act before anyone else. See telltale signs in body language. Stay on target, keep calm under pressure, hide your feelings from the world. Understand what motivates people, including yourself. See the person underneath. Social force embodied in presence and coercion. Command and intimidate others. I think I'm going to go with nerve. That seems to make sense for somebody who's mostly based on intelligence. Entanglement. Spooky action across this plane and beyond. Gain insight from elsewhere. Deductive reasoning. The rational side of your mind. Find the order in everything. Your ability to see and express what others can't. Engage your creative engine. The totality of facts and memories about the world. Understand the present through the past. Make systems and machines bend to your will. Apply your technical expertise. I feel like rationality makes sense. I'm actually quite curious whether this is the same like stat set as Disco Elysium or similar at least. But yeah, interesting. The beginning of the war will be secret.
I once saw a spy.
That was kind of loud. I once knew a spy.
She was brilliant, erratic, cursed.
God, it's
an
loud.
Anti-personnel mind in human form.
It's well mastered. It's just loud. Tell me about her.
Her friends called her Herschel, but for her controllers, she was Cascade.
Your name and your cryptonym. A dead limb twitches.
Was she good at her job at least?
She made the cardinal error of her kind. She mistook her assets for friends. In the end, the contradictions caught up with her.
Cut the she stuff. That's me.
It is, and was. Portofino 91, the whole sick crew, a disaster untold, the black page in the official records.
Okay. Okay. Anxiety. So this is a bar. Fatigue, anxiety, and delirium. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So these are the counters to my 3 stats. Fatigue would exhaust you physically. Anxiety would exhaust you anxiety would exhaust you socially, and delirium would exhaust you mentally. Or, yeah.
The memory hums, an exposed wire.
Let's lean into it, just see what happens. My greatest failure. Let's stew in it.
Reports of how it went down remain contested, inconclusive. All that's certain, it began with a phone call and ended with 6 spies lost.
We were set up. Dark forces conspiring.
Some say she blew the network herself. Others blame structural factors or transnational capital. The rest just shake their heads as they look down on the smashed and leaking world.
The world. How did it get that way?
Some fool dropped it. One of ours, probably.
What about Cascade? What happened after 91?
She was recalled. They put her in the freezer. Forever, most thought.
It was nice in there. Chill.
5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino.
They couldn't keep me down. I was too cool to keep off the spy scene.
It wasn't the scene. It was me.
What does that mean? Again, I apologize to the other game for making the comparison, but with Esoteric Ebb, I was making some notes about how it kind of front loads a lot of information. This gives off a much more confident feeling of, I'm not going to explain shit all to you. You're just going to have to go with the flow and figure out what's happening with it. Like lots of jargon being thrown around here, lots of like clearly beyond reality kind of stuff being referenced, but none of it is explained, and they're just like, you can either take it or leave it.
There's a new assignment, Cascade. I was supposed to give you the brief.
Who'd you say you were?
No one special. Just an arm-like sack of cytoplasm, a special move unique to single-cell organisms. But before that, I was like you, a spy for the People's Republics. One of the varieties of mankind.
I'm new here. Who are you?
Right here.
Oh, where are you?
In an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour Photoshop in the city-state of Portofino. This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come.
They're really giving me all the anxiety. Dark forces gathering once again.
You'll have to take them on yourself. Independent thought and movement are a bit beyond me in my current state.
This was the human game, and he played it poorly. Time to give up his seat.
Hold on, how are we talking right now?
We're not. This is all you. Conversing with your own mental projections, reconciling the dissonance inherent to your role, like you were trained to do.
Okay.
Just one of the neat tricks you've learned to keep yourself alive in theater. There are many others still to come.
What's your perspective, Pseudopod?
Life is beautiful, cruel, full of hidden cues that I missed.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Maybe next time.
I'm sorry we never got to know each other.
Don't blame yourself, operant. Whatever happens has already happened.
So I also don't know, and I don't want to know, if this is directly connected to Disco Elysium. I was under the impression it is not, but I didn't look into it, so. Okay. A very minimalist kind of UI going on here, but nothing's hidden. 6 soul. I guess that's the date. What's in my hand? Objective view. Interesting. Okay. There is a very subtle... So most of the audio disappears. I don't even know if it's going to pick up in the recording. So if I crank my headphones up, there's a heartbeat in my ears. It's very, very quiet. And I have my headphones cranked up so high, I'm a little worried about getting feedback. But most of the audio disappears. There's a slight hiss and what sounds like a heartbeat. It's a really nice effect. It disappears as soon as you're back out of it. All right, what about these trousers? What's the... No? Can't interact with them? They're just something to observe, huh? Okay, interesting. The toilet seat is up. Did I interact with it? Or it was just an observation? Nearly identical sets of shirts and trousers ironed and folded. Oh, he's right there. I didn't even see him. Dishes recently washed. Something is rooting through their bin in the alley below. So the prompts that I've gotten here, are those based on the stats that I have? Move, look, zoom. Okay. Although none of those controls actually work. Oh, I guess those are the control instructions are for when I'm not in this menu. Interesting. It's an interesting control scheme. It's kind of the reverse of what I thought, but I actually like it. It's very intuitive. He was like this when you came in. Well, absent anything else to do, guess we'll just head out. Are we going downstairs? No. Interesting. Oh, maybe I have to wake him.
Splayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking. Alive, yet not alive.
Every spy for the operant bureau is assigned a partner. They're double. This man was meant to be yours.
A pair of headphones have slipped partway off his head, connected to a stereo system beside him.
Hello, pseudopod?
No response. His eyes are still fixed glassily on the ceiling. The pupils quiver like a failing heartbeat.
Look at the
Green
ceiling.
paint, peeling slightly. A small room in a city past its prime. Nothing to suggest why the man is so interested in it.
Touch his arm.
You get no response. No flinch. No twitch.
That says no jolt, no tremor. I've mentioned before my pet peeve of inconsistent subtitling. The film is monochrome and silent. The only soundtrack is the low hum of the projector as the celluloid rushes from its spool.
As you stare down at him, the man begins to draw.
Again, don't love the as you stare down at him, fresh drool gathers at the edge of his mouth. Look in his eyes. The green of long corroded copper. There is charged empty space behind them, like a room that someone has left for the last time. As for the face around the eyes, his jaw hangs slack, his glasses askew. The lopsided headphones accentuate a large bald spot atop his crown.
Horn-rimmed glasses, impeccably dialectical. more commonly found on book sleeve portraits of men decades his senior.
Yeah, I definitely, when they said he was in his mid-30s, I was definitely like, that man does not give off the vibe of someone that age. If he raised his arms, I would not be surprised to see elbow patches on his coat there. Rub his bald spot for luck.
Highly pleasing rubbability.
Status gained feeling lucky. Is that in here somewhere? 5HR, I don't know what that is. Oh, that is it. Okay, feeling lucky. Nerve +1, entanglement +1. Interesting. Lasts for 5 hours. I love the
collared shirt, a snug brown jacket, and nothing below the waist but a pair of red briefs.
I would say those are boxer briefs, not briefs, but sure. I love all of the small details in the sound design. We have no music in this scene thus far, but there's lots of other sound cues and things that are really well done. They're so well done, I can't even like describe them really. White spindles of leg hit your vision like a pair of flashbangs. Mayday, visuals lost, visuals lost. Maybe this is how a man reclines these days.
And to think, your superiors expected you both to share this enclosed space with tendencies like this.
With these tendencies. As your eyes reach his feet, you notice that the man is also wearing 3 layers of socks, each slightly shorter than the one beneath it. For some reason, this detail strikes you as very sad. You know, I wouldn't have thought any of these, actually. My first assumption would be that he's wearing shoes that are too big for him. However, me and my own madness appreciate the fact that each one is slightly shorter than the one over it, or than the one under it, rather. Because I've had occasion to wear multiple pairs of socks before, and nothing feels quite bad. It feels real bad to have the tops of multiple socks that are not even lying on your legs. So I understand him fully. Some kind of bizarre personal ritual, no doubt. A failed attempt to ward against ruin. Check the area around him.
There is no smell of alcohol, nor any open containers. No drug paraphernalia either. Just a loose cord trailing to the stereo system.
So was he, assuming he's no longer alive, he's some sort of comatose, does that mean that he was ended through the audio or through something else and just happened to be listening to the music?
Like a cosmonaut's safety tether.
Check his vitals.
Your fingers detect a low, steady hum where jaw meets neck. Elevated, but not critical.
Okay.
When in theatre, an operant must always prepare to be assassinated. Of course, it is better not to be killed.
You don't say. Okay. Seems medical. If so, his affliction is beyond your diagnostic power. You've never seen anything like this.
The man's eyes glisten. Bright
Loud.
red veins blossom around their edges.
Anxiety limit reached. Status gained anxious. Around us, dark forces are pursuing deeper schemes. I'm being set up. If so, you've walked right into it. These forces are in terrible motion, gliding like spirits across your plane of understanding.
However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Operant down.
The difference between the text and the audio is going to be really, really upsetting. I'm going to have to get used to it. Okay. For as long as he lies here, dead or dreaming in a dead city. Sorry, let me try that again. For as long as he lies here, dead dreaming in a strange city, you are the final friend he has. I've got the assignment brief, man. You've got to have it.
Not even a flicker of a response. The people's spy cannot be caught shirking. Time to escalate.
Roll at least 7 with 2 dice, 58% leaning pass. I love the detail provided here, and the clear modifiers and everything. That's great. Again, something I said about Esoteric Ebb is that it did not provide this information. It's just raw rolling and you don't even get to see what's happening. So, what if I don't want to do this? Okay, I can just exert. Oh, okay. I wish that was shown a little bit more clearer. I can get from the audio cue that something's happening, but if I'm not looking down at the bottom over here, I won't notice what exert actually means. So, search him for clues.
Clip to the inside flap of his jacket. You find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the Import-Export Bureau of the People's Republic of Kohila. The name reads Esteman T. Below that, a title, Imports Lead.
MX Lead Hosiery.
Sock Merchant, one of the opera's most battle-tested covers.
Whoa, hold up. Lead?
That's what the badge says. This is only a cover, but such phantoms often mimic the Operant Bureau's actual hierarchies.
I suppose I did. No, I detect institutional misogyny at work. Unfortunately, the Operant Bureau's Human Relations Department is nothing but a front for the irregular interrogation directorate. That explains the 3 pairs of socks. Wearing the wares for ease of display, an operant committed to his role. Maybe. Maybe not. Socks, extremely soft core. Reliable core, though operants are encouraged to submit new proposals for in-theater practices if so inclined. Anything else in his pockets? 3 other things of note. A slip of paper, a business card, and a rock-hard piece of candy. Slip of paper. It's a purchase order for 10 socks made out to Carmuna Pessoa Fashions and Garments, Bootleg Bazaar. Bootleg Bazaar. No coordinates found, some kind of marketplace, but not one you've ever been to. This must be assignment adjacent. It's a good place to start. Also, you're only 1 currently. Your decommissioned double has been making contacts using his cover. What it says about the reason you're here remains less clear. This is not a real order. It's a sympathy order. He obviously made an impression on this Carmuna. I'll hold on to this. The slip of paper grows heavy in your hand. It feels like a baton. Sock purchase order. I would like to know a little bit better, and this will go for Esoteric Ebb as well, what dialogues are, you'll get to read all of these, and what dialogues are, you got to pick one. And I didn't see anything particularly clear to indicate if there was any differentiation. Oh, and it hides the previous options if I didn't the ones I didn't choose. But there was another comment there about the socks that I sort of would have liked to see as well, so I'll have to keep that in mind. I do get the impression that this is a game that I am going to have to not be obsessed with seeing every little nook and cranny of, that it will require me to deprogram my like RPG player nature from my younger years and just, you know, instead play it more like a role play. Less game, more role play, you know. More fixated on like a singular sort of mentality, a singular objective, and like more focused thought pattern. Otherwise, probably scatter myself and spread myself too thin. Examine the business card. The card is cheap and scuffed. It reads, "All you need is miracle," above a cartoonish image of disembodied lips at a phone receiver.
Notably absent is an actual phone number.
Turn the card over. On the other side, there's an indecipherable scribble. Whatever's written seems to begin with D.
Into your pocket it goes.
Candy. A wrapped up rectangle of compressed sugar. It's so hard that your fingers cannot make an impression no matter how much you strain. Cola flavor, if you had to guess. Looks old school, heavy duty. Didn't know they still made these. Eat it. It takes 5 jaw tenses before you manage to shatter it. Sugary daggers jab inside of your mouth. Delirium raised +1. Okay. Your tongue is glass-dusted carpet. Your inner cheek bloodied ribbons. The flavoring is nothing like cola. Deeply unpleasant. Yuck. Spit it out. The saliva-sodden clot of dark red sugar lands on the smooth surface of Pseudopod's underpants and hangs there like a grotesque medal. Enough rifling back. I'll do what I can for you, Pseudopod. Your double didn't notice your arrival. He doesn't notice your departure either. The air in the room is dead weight heavy. A mid-range stereo system set to standby mode. Okay, so now we have different things in the room to look at. A familiar flash of red catches your eye.
This small table has been turned into a makeshift desk. A startlingly red folder stands out against the clutter.
So I could have gone insane and bullied a seemingly dead man for my instructions, or I could have looked around. I'm glad I did the latter.
In the Operant Bureau's elaborate filing system, red is reserved for personnel files.
What the? Examine the red folder.
A small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. The color reminds you of pomegranate. Your hand hesitates.
I'm sure this can only go well, reading my own dossier.
The folder opens with a whoosh. Before you, in neat monospace type, your life is condensed to its barest elements. Name, Wilk Herschel. Cryptonym, Cascade. Born, Landau, former Republic of Mercia. Dependents, none. Pay class D2. Years of service, 14.
Does seem pretty bad to have my personnel file in this apartment, whatever you would call this.
All true. None of it useful just now.
Childhood bourgeois, history of student radicalism led to persecution by monotheist reactionaries, fled to People's Republic of Kolia, embraced post-historical materialism. In short, born capitalist, reborn communist. Medical record. Gunshot, chest, retained bullet. 10mm pre-service. The bullet nuzzles your aorta. Your heartbeat flutters. History of dissociative episodes and reckless action. Sexuality. Homosexual tendencies, unconfirmed. Where do they come up with this stuff? Suicide risk minimal. Ideation only. Moving on. End of list. According to this file, that's all there is to you. Anything else in here?
There's another page behind this one. It's labeled Service History. A tingle in your fingers. Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site.
Roll at least. Okay. Operant zeroed out. Cannot exert. Anxiety elevated. Feeling lucky. Oh, okay. So I can't exert myself. I have to be under... exert limit. Okay. Skill limit. What happens when I hit my skill limit? Okay. Rummage through the desk.
Amidst the crumpled sheets of copy paper and empty takeout containers, you find an open pack of cigarettes. Suprema mark.
Suprema 100s. Keep cheap super block export.
Smokes. Ease of mind. Cool.
I feel like commie smokes is relevant to this. Examine the cigarettes.
There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of Suprema 100s. It's like any other found in commissaries and corner stores across the People's Republics. Except...
Hold on.
secreted neatly against the inner wall of the pack, just as you were once taught to do yourself. A crisply folded sheet of A7 paper.
It reads...
Bijapwil, Bubsquux, Ongs, Sixfazul, Exquum, Yijizva, Gigarek, Ravix, Skilbach, Jittababake, Whatsup, Sift, Hugtok, Huichk,
Why are they still talking?
Slaw, the Truk, Rillium, Nacht, Juva,
Okay. That's a funny that of all the things that, since they're not voicing every single line, the fact that they bothered to have the voice actor read the gobbledygook is pretty funny. Looks like some kind of cipher. I mean, it's not even like in code. It's probably some sort of like Caesar cipher or something like that. But you've carried papers like this, folded up and hidden away in secret pockets and compartments. This is cipher text. Short, uneven letter chains, likely a Rosetta cipher, the most basic kind used by the Operant Bureau, designed to be decrypted by a one-time key. Its mate, somewhere nearby. Take the smokes.
The pack slides nicely into your pocket, as though it always belonged there.
Examine pseudopod cipher again. Okay.
Memories of operant training. Hours spent practicing modular addition. These mental muscles, long atrophied, begin to awaken.
Give the ciphertext the finger. I've done this before. This is nothing.
All it requires is patience and diligence.
Search the desk again.
There's nothing left in there.
As you turn away, a phone begins to ring.
Following the cord from the unconscious man's headphones, you come to a mid-sized home stereo resting on a sideboard.
A prototype 0909 50-watt with multi-disc changer. Last generation model. Designed for affordability at the expense of power and clarity.
Check the disc deck.
Through the translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the words, Ultravioletta, you but from a dream, handwritten on thin strips of tape.
Okay.
You don't recognize the artist.
What have we here?
The disc is loaded, ready to tell you.
I actually wish I could back out right now. Unplug the headphones, press play.
The chunky button makes a satisfying little thunk as you push it in. The plastic latch clicks into place, and the discus begins to turn. You know because the spindle is rotating, though the speakers don't produce any sound at all.
No, but there's this effect around me now.
The kitchen light hums and splinters momentarily.
Okay, this is what I was worried about.
On the hidden side of the sun, a polar radiation storm congeals.
So do I get scared off by this, or do I double down? Is this thing broken?
It doesn't appear to be. The disc is spinning the way it's meant to. An artifact of no substance onto which nothing of substance has been recorded.
Fuck it. Turn up the volume.
No sound, save the thin layer of static that lines the inner cables. Amateur wire work.
Keep listening.
Or do you? You can't tell.
Music player blinks slowly, or do you? You can't tell. Okay, that one was just bad because it's actually absent the subject of the sentence. Press stop.
The static quiets as you reset the volume.
Yeah, that was starting to look
shivers
bad.
through you, though nothing has seemingly happened.
Press eject and take the
A
disc.
brief internal hum. Then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there, like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket.
Enough stereo.
You step away from the equipment.
Let's take the phone call.
You pick up the phone. The handset vibrates in your palm.
Hello?
Before you even finish speaking the word, the device connected to your phone base splits it into 256,000 encrypted fragments.
Okay. Took me a little bit to parse what that meant. I think it just means it's encrypting my message, what I'm saying, but that really sounds like I triggered an explosion at first glance.
The magic box, one of the proudest achievements of the opera's technical services office. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into a corresponding number of fragments before coalescing again by your ear.
Please tell me you have good news.
Melita, your controller.
The voice of authority, otherwise known as your controller.
I don't have news, I have a problem.
Operant Cascade, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed.
Her voice is just as you remember.
We'll get to your problem in a moment. Put Pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man in the chair. A snail's trail of dried saliva glints on the side of his chin.
Anxiety raised.
You feel your mind starting to spin up. 5,000 revolutions per minute. It takes all your concentration to keep the receiver steady against your ear.
Something's very wrong with him. He's breathing but non-responsive. More than that I can't say.
For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all, save for the blood in your ear and the electrostatic hum of the ultra-long distance connection.
Has he been zeroed out?
Meaning eliminated, killed, rendered inoperant. The language of distance, a measure of cotton to muffle the fear.
I love the poetry of the wording here. Huh, okay. I found a card for a phone line in his... Let's do this one first. There was a blank disc in the music player.
Very odd. Why would he be listening to a blank disc?
No idea.
Me neither. So we're still grasping in the dark.
I found a card for a phone line in his pocket, but there's no number on it.
That doesn't tell us much. What else?
Found a pack of Suprema 100s in the kitchen.
He's from the People's Republics. Of course he smokes Supremas.
Wasn't just cigarettes, there was a ciphertext hidden inside.
And? Did you manage to decode it?
I haven't found the key.
In other words, you've got nothing.
Well, you called the inopportune moment.
I'll ask one more time. Is your double zeroed out?
You must speak the word. She cannot make the determination herself. 5,000 kilometers away, in a small office deep underground, a mid-level controller of the Operant Bureau leans forward and cups a hand over her earpiece. Her other hand hovers above the keyboard, ready to faithfully record your next words. Her eyes reflect the glow of the terminal screen. She's been at her desk for 14 hours today. Once you say it, there's no going back. The momentum of events will overtake you.
There's no option that's no. I'm gonna choose to be indecisive. He might still be in there somewhere.
Cascade, is your double zeroed out or not?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Is he zeroed out, Operant?
Yes.
Right. I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already? Or is this just another day at the basement massage parlor of spy services? Fucking hell. The opera's going to hang me by the toes. For you, it's back to Satellite Facility B.
Soothe yourself by choosing a skill to lower. Is this permanent? Lower statehood. For you, it's back to Satellite Facility B. Anxiety raised 4.
AKA the freezer, where the old, useless, and discredited are consigned until they're dismissed or die of despair. The freezer. Shiver. Resist.
Listen, Mel, whatever this is way bigger than me and Pseudopod.
That's exactly the problem. You haven't got Pseudopod and you haven't got the assignment either.
Assignment, yes. Let's hear it, controller.
Listen to me. This assignment is over. Effective immediately.
Over. Immediately. The words ricochet inside your skull.
The woman in the Photoshop downstairs, Constance. She's one of ours. Let her deal with Pseudopod.
Middle-aged woman, dark hair behind the counter. You exchanged a few words when she gave you the key.
Cool, she can sub in. The assignment, let's go.
As for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
Already your mind is settling back into familiar grooves. Old mechanisms slide and click into position. That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. Perhaps the room contains other leads as well. They won't be expecting you back in the People's Republics for several days. Plenty of time for some self-directed espionage.
Highly favorable. So I can do it without exerting myself. Red check, you can't retry. Okay. So it's an 83%. I have to hit... Okay, this is... I like the way this looks, but it is slightly unintuitive. So I need to hit a 5, right? Red check, you can't retry. I don't even really know what this question is. You don't really expect me to leave my double like this, do you?
Let the photo lady deal with him. Your concern is getting out of Portofino, understand?
The People's spies are infallible and incorruptible. Reject reactionary pessimism.
Well, if he's here and already dead, that does feel like we've been made. What if I refuse?
That's a directive, Operant. This assignment is over. Get on the next tram.
Oh. So now all my options are versions of no. Fuck this. Hang up.
A click, and the line goes dead.
Task added. Assign the unassigned assignment. Okay. Interesting. We've got equipment. Ah, okay. Here's the stats for it's a consumable. I assume I have more inventory than just these 4 slots. Increases fatigue but reduces delirium. I sure picked up a lot of anxiety during this segment. I don't know if that's normal or if it's because of the things I looked at and insisted on continuing to investigate. Okay, loose ends, information that might be useful later. Your double was listening to a red disc marked Ultravioletta, but you but from a dream in the music player at photo 24. There was no sound on the disc, but listening to it felt strange. I love this art. Assign the unassigned assignment. Your controller, Melita, tried to call you off the assignment now that your partner is incapacitated. But your gut tells you he was onto something. Find a good reason to stay on the job, and you'll save yourself from professional obsolescence. Piece together what Pseudopod did before you died. You found a purchase order for the vendor Carmuna interested in Pseudopod sock samples. Pseudopod had a business card for something called the Miracle Line. This one doesn't flip. Why does this flip? Is it just the outline that's different? It looks like it. Add tag? I guess that's just a bookmark of some kind. Okay. Is the coat in your pants? Probably is, isn't
A
it?
pair of men's trousers are hung delicately over the shower rail.
Why can I not? Uh-oh. Think the UI broke. That's a bit of a problem. I was too eager to click it, and now it's broken. Well, let's try and oh, no. Well, that was it. That's unfortunate that it broke there. And that there's no saving in the demo, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Huh. Well, that's an unfortunately abrupt end to that. But, wow, I was getting really engaged in that. Like I was starting to say already, as we were going through it, tons of flavor, completely unapologetic, like not explaining things to you, very much letting you feel out what the world is like. It's got a familiar enough framework. If you've got some, media literacy under your belt, that like getting a sense of like, oh, here's some of the, the tropes of Cold War spy movies and things like that. You start to get a sense of the vibe for the world, for the characters, for all these other things. Yeah, just a lot that works really well. It's definitely got a learning curve, understanding what the consequences were for, the buildup of anxiety and stuff like that. That's all things I would have to learn by playing. But again, this has, again, compared to Esoteric Ebb, this feels like it has a huge amount more confidence. It doesn't feel, it doesn't have the levity that Esoteric Ebb does. And it's not entirely fair to be making these comparisons, but this has a confidence of storytelling and of framing that I think that Esoteric Ebb lacked, in my experience. I am still going to play more of both demos, probably suss out if my initial impressions were right or not, because they're both good enough to make me curious. But also, I haven't played Disco Elysium yet, so let me not fill my I'm never, if you've been around here a while, I'm not one to buy things on release in the first place. So I've got lots of other games to play, including Disco Elysium. I will be curious to see how this compares to Disco Elysium, or this impression compares to what my experience of Disco Elysium will be. But so far, very impressed, minus this technical hiccup that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty pleased with that. Try out the demo for yourself. I think it's coming out pretty soon, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, thank you for watching another Quick Looks video with me for this Steam Next Fest, and I'll see you for something different next time.